1 in 4 people over 65 will fall this year. And most of those falls happen not because of slippery floors or bad luck, but because of weak legs. In the next 6 minutes, I'll show you the single most effective exercise to fix that. No equipment, no gym, just a chair. Let's begin. Here's what makes falls so dangerous after 60. It's not just the fall itself, it's what comes after. A hip fracture can mean surgery, months of recovery, and for many people, a permanent loss of independence. But here's what most people don't realize. Falls are not random accidents. They're predictable. And the number one predictor, the ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands. Researchers have found that people who struggle with this simple movement are significantly more likely to need assistance with daily activities within 5 years. But here's the good news, this is completely trainable. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. If this kind of practical, no hype information resonates with you, consider subscribing. We post content like this every week. Let me explain why this one movement matters so much. Every single day, you stand up from a seated position dozens of times. Getting out of bed, rising from the couch, getting off the toilet, leaving the car. It's so automatic that you probably don't even think about it. But here's what's actually happening. When you stand up, you're asking your quadriceps, your glutes, and your core to work together in a coordinated burst of strength. These are the same muscles that catch you when you stumble, that power you upstairs, that keep you independent. After 50, we lose about 1% of muscle mass per year if we're not actively working against it. That might not sound like much, but by 70, that's 20% less muscle. And by 80, it could be 30%. At some point, many people cross an invisible threshold. Their legs become too weak to stand up without help. First, they start pushing off the armrests. Then they need someone's hand. Then they need a walker. It happens so gradually that most people don't notice until they've lost significant function. But here's what changes everything. This is reversible. Even at 80, even if you haven't exercised in years, you can rebuild this strength. And the exercise that does it most effectively is the same movement you're trying to preserve, the sit to stand. The sit to stand is exactly what it sounds like. Standing up from a chair and sitting back down. But done correctly and consistently, it becomes the most functional strength exercise you can do. Here's how to do it properly. Start seated in a sturdy chair, not a soft couch. Your feet should be flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Scoot forward so you're sitting near the front edge of the chair. Cross your arms over your chest. This is important. It removes the temptation to push off with your hands. Now lean your chest slightly forward, shifting your weight toward your feet. This is the key moment. Then press through your heels and stand up. Keep your back straight. Don't round forward. Once you're fully standing, pause for a second. Then slowly, and this is crucial, slowly lower yourself back down. Don't just drop into the chair. Control the descent. That lowering phase is where a lot of the strength is built. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe. There's more practical content coming every week. Now, how many should you do? Start with 5 repetitions. Rest for a minute. Do another 5. That's it, 10 total. Do this every single day. The common mistake I see. People use momentum. They rock forward and kind of throw themselves up. That's not building strength, that's avoiding the work. Slow and controlled. If you can't do it slowly, that tells you exactly why you need this exercise. What if you can't do it without hands right now? That's okay. Start by using your hands lightly on the armrests. The goal is to use them less and less over time until you don't need them at all. Here's how to make this part of your daily life. I recommend connecting this exercise to something you already do every day. The easiest one. Every time you use the bathroom, before you leave, do 5 sit-to-stands using the toilet. You're already there. The seat is the right height. No excuses. If you do that 3 or 4 times a day, you've done 15 to 20 repetitions without setting aside any special exercise time. Once this becomes easy, and it will, usually within 2 to 4 weeks, here's how to progress. Option 1. Slow it down. Take 3 seconds to stand. Pause at the top. Take 3 seconds to sit. This doubles the difficulty. Option 2. Hold something light against your chest, a book, a water bottle, a small weight. This adds resistance. Option 3. Use a lower surface. A standard chair is about 18 inches. A lower chair or ottoman makes the exercise significantly harder. Some people ask me, is this really enough? One exercise. Here's my honest answer. For maintaining the leg strength that keeps you independent, the sit-to-stand is the single highest impact thing you can do. It trains exactly the movement pattern you need for daily life. It requires no equipment, and you can do it anywhere. Within 4 to 6 weeks of daily practice, you'll notice real changes. Standing up will feel effortless. Stairs will be easier. That moment of uncertainty when rising from a low seat, it disappears. This isn't about becoming an athlete. It's about making sure that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're still getting up from any chair, anywhere, without thinking twice about it. So remember, falls are not inevitable. They're predictable and preventable. The sit-to-stand trains exactly the muscles that keep you on your feet and living independently. 1 chair, 2 minutes a day. Real results. This is what we do here at Keep Doing Life Calm. Practical information you can actually use. No hype, no pressure, just better over time. If that resonates with you, subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.